I wanted to let you guys know that I started the Facebook group. There's only a few people in there, nothing big deal. But if you want to go over, it's pretty much an open forum, an open group. You can discuss RCs, you can talk about them, you can sell them if you want, doesn't bother me, whatever you want to do. Keep it clean, please. But it's always for fun. It's on Facebook. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have Facebook, so you can go over to Facebook and go to search Always for Fun. It's a group. It's RC based. Whatever you want to do. You can have some fun with it. But either way, over here at the track, I'm going to wet the track down. It's pretty dusty. I'm going to run around it. Probably about 15 gallons or so. I'll be spraying on it, and then I'm going to put down some laps with the Senton. I want to do kind of like a test and tune. I want to change some suspension, change some adjustments, and see if I can't get it to handle a little better. I don't know. We'll see. It's either going to make things worse, or it's going to make things better. I'm trying to improve the car, so it's pretty much my final setup the way I have it. So I'm not going to really change parts out at this point, unless I really have to. I like everything, and it all works good together. So that's what I'm going to run with. I just want to see if I can fine tune it now. Maybe move my shocks around, maybe adjust my springs. We'll see what happens. But here, I'll show you the track. It's the Always for Fun track. For people who don't know. And like I said, I got the Senton out here. I'm going to kill a couple batteries over here. Brought some tools so I can do what I got to do. And then we'll see what happens. Hopefully you can get it to handle a little better than it does. Maybe it'll get worse before it gets better. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to go ahead and spray the track down, and I'll get back to you guys. I wet the track down. Hopefully it'll keep the dust down. And it's pretty dry over here, so we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a battery in the good old Senton here. Throw a battery in here, and we'll do some test and tune. Alright, here we go. I'm going to take a couple kind of slow laps just to make sure everything's okay with the car. And then I'll take a good couple of test laps, and then we'll make some changes and go back to it. This track's real dusty. Doesn't handle too bad, alright. Oop, got some real loose stuff down there. Ooh, she real dusty, you can barely see the car. Alright, gonna need a lot more water on the track, but might be okay for what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see if I can't make some adjustments and see if I can't get it to handle a little better. So there's 3 holes actually here, and I'm gonna move it out one. It seemed to help a lot with my steering. It made my steering really sharp. So I'm hoping it'll help the rear suspension, but I'm gonna move these out one and see what happens. Pretty warm out today. I don't know, it's probably 80 degrees and there's not really any sun, so it's still hot though. South Carolina life, I guess. That one wasn't very tight. Oop. Okay, these are the 3 holes I was talking about. Then you can actually see them. So I'm just gonna move it to the outer one. Like I said, it helped out a lot in the front for steering. It made steering really sharp. So I'm gonna try it. So let's get it back out onto the track. See how big of a difference it made. I know with the front it made a huge difference, so we'll see what it does with the rear. I'm hoping to get a little more grip out of it and a little less slide on this really loose stuff that I'm working with. But we'll see. All right, here we go. Okay, so now it's a little more unpredictable from what it was. It did make the rear handle better. Definitely. Okay, in this loose stuff anyway. I don't know about hard and compact, but I mean, this is really loose and it's handling nice. That's way better. Okay, big improvement. That's like night and day. Okay, definitely like that. All right, that's next on the agenda here. Get a lot of bounce. I wonder if I could change my front shock spring rate and see if I can't improve my ground a little more. All right, I'm gonna try this real quick. I'm just gonna up my spring rate in the front. Just a couple of turns. They're all the way loose. I'm gonna drop it down probably about a ½ inch or so. I don't know if you guys can see this. I hope so. If not, I'm sorry. But I lowered it about a half. That's where she is, about a ½ inch. Let's see if that makes a big difference. Maybe it'll keep my front wheels planted a little better. I wasn't supposed to hit the tire, but okay, so now my steering's back to being really touchy like it was. So they must be on the ground more, which is a good thing. That's what you want. You want the tires to stay on the ground. You stay on the ground, you get more traction. More traction, the faster you can go. Okay. Good, good, good. I like it. I like it. I don't really like the way it looks. She's really squatty in the rear and really jacked up in the front right now, but man, does it handle good. Woo-wee. If I could learn how to drive it, handle good. Way better on this loose stuff though. Way better. Yes. Yes, way better. That is a huge improvement. Both of them items. That was good. Okay. I'm glad it didn't go worse before it got better, so it made it a little easier for me. I didn't have to worry about it so much, about screwing it all up, you know. That worked out good. Ooh, the Menace tire. Definitely handles better, and it throws a lot more dirt now, I see. So it must be digging the rear really hard, which is good. Okay, it's not bad. So I think that's pretty much how I'm gonna leave my setup. I'm gonna run some more laps here. I got a battery yet. It's not bad. I don't like the way it looks, like I said, but whoop, I'd rather definitely have handling over looks. Yeah, that's so loose down there. The whole track got real loose real quick. The heat that's here just dried this stuff right up. So this ain't bad. This is good. And the front tires do stay planted a lot better. I noticed it going around the corners. They're not jumping and staying in the air. They're getting more planted to the ground. So that little ½ inch of spring rate, that actually made a big difference for me. My steering was a little loose, I guess, when I changed the rear shock adjustment. And then I had to up my front shock spring rate. And then when I did that, now I'm good. This is good. This is good. If I can learn how to drive, then it'd be all good. Get a little power wheelie out of her. I hope the angle of the camera's good. It's really hard when it's on my head. Can get some power wheelies out of her for sure. I'm getting a little greedy though, because I'm losing it now. Yeah, it's always for fun though. Woo-wee! That was a good one. Good old 360s. Woo! 2 wheels. Almost lost her. You know it grabs on loose dirt really well when you're up on 2 wheels on the side like that. You know you're definitely digging in hard. And that's exactly what I wanted, was to dig in and go. Well, not into that though. Okay, like I said, it's hot out here, but I'm gonna pull this lid off and talk about it a little bit, I guess. So, I believe the battery's dead. It doesn't move forward anymore. Let's see. Yeah, the ESC is flashing, so I think I'm dead. Everything's pretty warm. I'm not over geared or nothing. Everything's equivalent. I mean, that the heat that's in the ESC, the heat that's in the motor, and the heat that's in the battery is all about the same. So all I did is just run it hard and kill it. So let me empty this out. Okay, she's a dusty mess. So had to make sure the lens wasn't dusty. So like I said, I moved the shock out, which gave me lower in the rear, but that's okay because the way it handles, it improved a lot and I'm happy with it. It works. And in the front, I just upped my spring rate about 1/2 inch on it. The rear ones are pretty loose. I mean, they're all the way loose, so that's what you got. And then the front ones were loose, but I moved them about 1/2 inch, you can see, and that works good. It worked out. My steering came back because when I moved my rear shock, my steering was a little loose and it just wasn't as tight as it was the first couple of laps I took. So then when I did the spring rate, my steering actually came back. It made it a lot tighter and a lot sharper on the ground, and it held my tires to the ground a lot better. And well, it handles a lot better. Now I can go faster and still handle the same way I was, and that's the whole point. You want to go faster but still handle the whole thing and stay on the track. You don't want to be loose and out of control. You want to be tight and in control and fast. So that's what I'm going for. I got a couple of goodies coming for this. I'm not changing parts. Like I said, I have my final setup. If I change parts, it's only to upgrade, like maybe metal axles or something like that. I might do something like that, but I'm not actually changing the setup of it. So everything else is going to stay the same. I do have a diff lock that I might put in this. It's not going to change the way it handles, but it's definitely going to change the performance. So I might get rid of the slipper clutch that's in here. Otherwise, everything else is going to stay the same. I do have a surprise that's going on this car. And I do have a body now. I just have to go ahead and paint it all up. And then I'll have the Always for Fun body, which is going on this car. Otherwise, that's about it. It's the Always for Fun track. This track is so much fun. I can't even explain how fun this track is. Alright, I'm sweating bullets. I'm gonna call it a day. Successful. Gonna go back over the house. I'm gonna blow this all off of there, get all the little fine pieces of sand out of it, and that's about it. Remember, it's always for fun.